we looked at the books.
Yeah. So, right here, we have a
The trash can.
Got a book.
A specific book.
And then we got this big bookshelf right here.
What about that picture?
Nope. Not the picture.
It was just out of place, that's what I thought.
Then we can still talk to them, but I don't think we really need
interrogate them.
But we got those things, and then we got the globe right here.
So let's start with the trash can.
Let's always go with the trash can.
I hate to say it, but there's nothing here.
I really thought there'd be something there.
Which bit? Are you saying there was nothing in the trash can?
Yes, Tails. No, I'm alright. I'm totally fine. Everything's fine.
I'm sure there'll be something hidden in the next trash bin we find.
Oh, Tails. You really think so?
Yeah, we gotta stay optimistic.
Yeah, okay. These trash bins hide a secret, I'm sure of it.
Twitchbait, you're pretty unconventional, but I like that.
Was that supposed to be a compliment? Yes, it's Tails.
Okay, the globe.
Alright, you wanna do the globe?
The globe of a marvelous planet.
I haven't traveled around much. The islands are fun and all, but I'd love to visit some of the countries.
They're a lot of fun. Honestly. Plenty of wonderful people and shops. The food can't be beat either.
Sounds perfect for a vacation. The conductor was talking about Spagonia, if you've ever been there.
I have, actually. If you're ever visiting, be sure to stop at the University and stay hi to the Professor Pickle. They'll tell you everything about the area and make a scrumptious sandwich.
I'll keep that in mind, thanks. This group knows everyone and has been everywhere, haven't they? Alright, let's check out this specific book. What's this bright red book?
Oh, yuck. It reads of evil scientist Dr. Eggman. Yup, this is Dr. Eggman's autobiography and recipe book.
Oh, wow. What kind of recipes?
Who cares? I wouldn't trust any book he's written. It's weird that this is even here. Maybe people just... Oh, sorry.
Oh, no, it's fine. Maybe people just appreciate an omelet.
You may not be wrong.
Yeah, it is a little weird that that's there. Alright, big bookshelf.
Whoa, I wish I could stop and look at all these books. But Sonic needs me. No time to rest.
Alright, let's move on then. What are you thinking?
Well, I mean, a little peek wouldn't hurt.
He's scavenging through all the books excitedly. He's like a little kid in a candy shop. Or in this case, a genius in a training library.
That's odd. I know some books have fallen on the floor and everything, but every book on these shelves is in alphabetical order but this one. The Mirage Express Manual. It is a user guide of the Mirage Express, and the train we're currently on. Do you think someone found it on the ground and put it back? Maybe, but it is interesting. Let's make a note of this.
Alright, that should be everything in this room. We already looked at that.
Posters?
Oh, sure enough.
A chow.
A chow hangs precariously from a tree. The large text below reads, "Hang in there."
Whoa, I really needed to see this.
Don't we all?
This little chow's hanging in there, refusing to give his wings to fly into safety. Because choosing the hard way is often most rewarding. That's beautiful. If this chow can stick to his principles and find strength, then I can too.
There's no way there was that much thought being put into this poster. Right? Yes, of course! I mean, why would it not?
So, let's see.
Look at the young conductor right here.
Alright.
I think that's everything. Besides just the two characters that we could talk to again, but they'll probably just repeat what they were saying before. Oh, maybe we need to interrogate them.
I may be a butcher, but they confiscated my meat cleaver before I got getting on the train. You actually tried bringing a knife on the train? I'm a man of authenticity, Tails. Without a knife, I'm just a chef in a ketchup-stained apron, not a butcher. I think if you had a knife on you, we'd definitely think you were the murderer. But what if I hid the knife? You know, I'm not the biggest fan of this line of thought.
Alright, let's start interrogation.
We don't have enough evidence yet. Look around a little bit more.
Okay,
Nothing like cold cuts for a cold case. Let me know if you need good butchering. So we're missing something.
we're missing something.
Go to the chair.
Over here? Or right here?
No.
Oh, this one?
Yeah. Oh, no. Okay. Go.
Oh!
Oh, there you go. Chaos Colas.
Book club. Check out our book club.
Gone Gal.
Con gal.
Does the
I
other
like
one do
that.
anything?
I like that.
Chaos Cola. Okay. Does the other one do anything?
This one?
No, the sign. Nope.
No.
Okay. Click on those bookshelves back there or anything? Or click on the door. See what happens. Shadow supposedly walked through the library card going in the saloon. Yeah. When Shadow left the library car, he locked this door on his way out. There's gotta be a reason he's doing this. We should make a note of it. I do believe we should.
Alright.
Shadows lock is added to your inventory. I think we found enough clues. Let's go interrogate Vector and Espio, find out what's going on.
Alright. So now we can interrogate.
So the two of you don't believe us, eh? It's not that I don't trust either of you, but I wouldn't be a proper detective without examining the validity of your alibis. Twitchbay and I are here to confirm two things. Why Vector left to go play games with Knuckles, and if Espio really was reading in the library car. Vector, we'll start with you. Why did you leave the library car to visit Knuckles? We're prepared to present evidence if need. Oh, that's easy. I got bored. What? I wasn't entertaining him enough, it seems. Vector enjoys being social. Plus, we were instructed to mingle. I remember the arcade machine in the saloon car, so I figured I'd go check it out.
This seems to line up with the information we gathered with Knuckles.
Then that brings to attention to you, Espio. Rouge entered the library car, found something, then left. You said you immediately started reading, but you were actually reading the entire time you were in the library car. Of course he was.
Oh, he's not saying anything.
Once Espio started reading, he doesn't stop till he's done. I've seen it happen. It must have been a good read. What was the book? Espio doesn't owe you that, detective. Let the man live. What if it's embarrassing? What kind of things do you think I like? What kind of things do you think I read? If you won't talk, then I have a hunch on what that book might be. Could you help me out?
Alright. What book do we have? Do we think Espio could have been reading? This one.
A manual? You think Espio is reading instructions? What argument could you possibly have to support this?
Alright, here we go. Oh, it's purple and green.
40 rings this time. Oh,
It lagged on me.
Yeah,
that was not fair. Alright, let's try this again.
That frame drop.
Yep.
Don't go on that one. Whatever. Okay, red line means death, boomerang or something.
I'm barely clipping.
Oh, you barely got. You got hit, and you got enough rings right there at the end. That was lucky.
That was lucky.
There are books scattered around the floor, sure, but the remaining book on the shelves were all in alphabetical order. All except this manual, meaning someone at the very least picked up the manual and put it back in the incorrect place. This lack of attention to detail isn't normally like you, Espio. Hey now, I won't have you insulting my pal like this. Calm down, Vector. I know what you mean well, but I can handle myself. Apologies, Espio.
A butcher and a poet. Friendship can form anywhere.
That is indeed the book I was reading. The Mirage Express Manual. Trains are cool.
I
In
like
that
twins.
case, we'd like to ask you a few questions about the manual. Twitch Bay, if you don't mind.
Yeah.
Could you ask Espio some questions about the manual? Just flip any page and ask away.
Oh, I see. Quiz Espo about the manual to prove he read it. Which page should I quiz him on? Okay, what efficient and extremely accurate technology was installed to assist in keeping the train spotless?
Robotic arms. During the events, they can perform a variety of tasks and are responsible for cleaning up trash and messes afterwards.
I remember the conductor saying the train was that can clean itself. Though I have a feeling the train company didn't want to hire any janitors.
The robotic arms can also detect weapons or explosives being brought onto the train, ensuring passenger safety. Seems like Espio aced that question. Twitch Bay, hit him with another one.
Oh, okay. Which page do I choose?
89.
Yeah. What is the Mirage Express cancellation policy?
No refunds, and you will be charged a no-show fee. This does not apply if you are over the age of 65.
Gee, the person who made this rule must have been over 65.
Last one, Twitch Bay. See if Espio can get 3 for 3.
Gotcha. Which page should I pick last?
60.
What was implemented to support the conductor duties and ease general train obligations?
Intelligence data processing system. It works in tandem with the conductor to ensure smooth travel for guests.
I remember this. The train has an autopilot, but it can't access its full suite of capabilities without the conductor present.
Now, did I pass your little test?
Totally. It's wild you were able to retain all this information so quickly.
A poet's brain is often surprising.
I don't know if I would be bragging about that.
You clearly read the manual. Those answers feel far too specific to be guesses. And you both had the nerve to question my buddy like that. Don't we want to be supporting folks who read?
You have to admit, though, reading the entire time a murder occurred does sound a bit suspicious, even if true. But he answers all my questions so calmly, that's impressive.
No, I understand everyone's cautious attitudes. Vector was the only one to see me reading after all. My alibi is hard to sustain despite being the truth.
Huh? Well, you definitely read through the manual, so I suppose we can...
Espio, is that true? Vector was the only one to see you reading? Yes, that's correct. Problem? Frankly, I don't believe that can be true, and we have evidence to back it up. Twitch Bay?
He always puts me on the spot. Okay, we should have a piece of evidence linked to someone who also saw SPO reading, but what?
The lock? Shadow walking through?
That's true. He would be the next alibi because he went into the room,
Locked the door, went into the saloon,
Yeah.
came back, unlocked the door.
That makes sense. I was almost gonna say the map, but I think you're right.
Shadow's lock? Please, pray tell what this has to do with anything. We're up, Twitch Bay. Let's get our argument together.
Alright.
50 rings.
I barely hit that. Oh my gosh, really? This is hard.
Oh, that was so close. You can get it. Consider my time wasted. Let's give it another go.
understand. This is dumb. It's really hard to play with the keyboard because you're hitting the keys and the spacebar, but the console in this game is upward, so you're trying to think of it being upward, but you're actually playing sideways.
You don't also lock into each lane either.
No.
Like, you could be literally chilling in between two lanes.
Yeah. Like, I don't understand how that clips. How I clip it.
Like I just said, you're in two lanes technically.
I guess, but that's still not.
Oh, but you didn't get hit that second time.
I'm trying. I hit space. Fuck, hate this.
Oops. Oh, that was dumb of me. Almost messed it up at the end. But we got there.
Yeah.
Shadow walked through the library car to get to the saloon car, where he set the original high score on the arcade machine. Yeah, but I ended up beating it. It was the highest scored long. Crocs are natural gamers.
Yep.
Espio said he saw Shadow enter the library car, but he mentioned nothing about Shadow's return. He only mentions that Vector came back. When Shadow left Knuckles and Vector in the saloon car, Espio was fully seated reading his book for a good while at this point. Huh? We all know Shadow had to walk back through the library car when he left the saloon car. So there's absolutely no way Shadow and Espio didn't notice one another on Shadow's return trip. I mean, it was a simple slip-up. I was just fully immersed in my book that I didn't notice Shadow. You're telling me the sound of doors opening and locking wouldn't have caused you to look up? Well, you see...
I can sense Espio's desperation here. He's defending the argument that he was reading the entire time. Isn't easy.
So, if you didn't see Shadow returning from the saloon car to lock the door, then at that moment you were really in the library car at all. But how would Espio leave? Shadow locked all the doors, and no one saw Espio in the saloon car. It's a mystery, my dear Twitch Bay, one that I would love to solve, for Espio to solve. You gotta believe me.
That cool demeanor is vanishing.
I was so involved with my book, I didn't notice Shadow pass back through the library car, honest. When Vector returned, he even had to tap me on the shoulder to my attention. Yeah, I think I remember doing that. I must avenge my friend's death. So I'll ask you again, Espio. If you weren't there for Shadow to see you reading, how did... Does it say he?
How did you
leave the library car? I wasn't. I didn't. Why doesn't this... Oh, that's good.
Why doesn't this seem right to me? Tails definitely feels like he's onto something, but I don't see it. Was SPO simply sitting reading, or did he somehow vanish to not notice Shadow's return to the library car? That doesn't make any sense. Okay, whatever. What should I do? Well, I'm gonna join Tails because he can't kill anybody. No, I can't interrupt Tails while he's onto something. I'll let him to continue his questioning and...
Twitch Bay, my favorite and beloved employee, please protect the passengers aboard this train. They must be taken care of. If you fail, the lawsuits will be torturous. Don't allow such an old, feeble soul to get sued.
I will try my best. I have to make sure our guests are taken care of. I have to speak up. Tails? We have a piece of evidence that can answer all of our problems.
Alright, my fellow associate, lay it on me. What piece of evidence shows Shadow and Espio couldn't have seen one another? The map? The book? No, not the book. Not that map.
I'm looking. Let's see.
So yeah, that map could show like where the door, and maybe he was like reading off in a corner and he didn't see Shadow return. Maybe.
It's kind of possible.
Can you? Oh yeah, click on the map and hit the. Click on the map and hit the. Yeah, there you go. So where's our doors? Here's our doors.
Right.
Here's the desk. So if SBO was reading here, then maybe he wouldn't have seen Shadow come back by if he was so developed. He'd only have like this little section and maybe see him walk by.
Yeah. That doesn't help. This is the only thing that really makes sense.
I think that's it. I think something like that.
Alright, now let me get my... Alright, let's get my thoughts in order.
Think.
Are you okay? That's cool, I guess. Definitely hit the space button.
Nice.
Yeah.
Idea bowl.
I got an idea. The library map? Oh, I see. See the exits? They're right across from one another. A straight path. If Shadow walked down this straight path, there's a way SBO and Shadow couldn't have seen one another. Looks like you have to point out where exactly on the map you mean. Where could SBO have been for Shadow to not see him?
I still think it's that table, yeah.
This table right
That's
here.
what I'm gonna say.
Because you would definitely see him here.
See him there.
You would see him here. You would see him here. Even if he sat over here, you could still see him from here.
Click on the. Can you hover over the other thing right across from that? That little book. Go down. Okay, no, you can't even highlight that. I think it's that other table. That table right there.
I don't know why you can highlight these, but
I guess if you were looking at those, maybe. I don't know.
Interesting. That's where I was sitting.
That's where I was sitting, reading my book. I can second this. When I was returning from the saloon car, Espio was in that same spot. That confirms it then. You see, Shadow and Espio couldn't have seen one another from this spot because the bookcase is in the way. There's no way Shadow could have seen Espio or vice versa. It makes a lot of sense of why you never mentioned Shadow's return, Espio. There's just no way you would have seen him. He's also fast, but you know.
Yeah, it's true.
I apologize for losing my cool back there. I felt like I was grasping despite telling the truth.
And he can turn invisible. Remember,
yeah,
in Sonic X, he could, like, turn invisible.
This is true. But I am glad you all believe me now. Your alibi isn't the most airtight, but I have no further points. Thank you for both answering all of our questions.
We did it. Another pair of alibis validated. Too many locked doors to worry about, but I'm glad everything straightened itself out in the end.
Well, I'm exhausted. I'm gonna crash here for a bit. These chairs are so comfy. Likewise, I could use a breather. Sadly, our work isn't done. I have plenty of questions for Rouge and especially Shadow.
Yep.
Oh, that's your line.
Oh, it seems the door to the next car is open. Amy must have kept it open when she passed through it earlier.
Then that's our clue to leave. Or cue to leave. See you later, Vector, Espio. Give him heck. If you need any meat chop, say the word. I'll keep my poetry sharp for you both.
Thanks.
The murderer is on the loose, while the doors keep getting locked. Tick-tock, or tick-tick-tock, goes the clock, while our heroes are in the caboose.
At this point, I'm feeling pretty confident in our detective abilities. We're really doing this.
Come on, Twitchbait, let's see what's next.
Yeah, come in. Alright, so we can leave.
You sure you don't want to stay and look at the great books a little longer?
I know, Tails. We gotta go. Okay, the investigation continues. Oh.
Make sure to save when you get a chance.
Yeah.
Look at that Chow with the glasses.
He's got like a fake mustache. Oh, this one's like playing the lottery, look.
Casino. Go ahead and hit the file and save.
Right now?
Yeah.
Can I?
Yes.
Okay.
I just don't want something to happen.
Okay.
Okay.
All this stuff's getting heavy. I'll dump what I don't need. Oh, we got Rouge and Blaze.
Rouge, there you are. We have a lot to say to you. We visited every train car so far, and everyone said that you were wandering about. It's high time you told us why. My, talk about a warm welcome. Quick to the point, aren't you, darling? And I see you brought the Microwave Master with you.
Please don't let that be my legacy. Tails is right. Folks have brought you up a lot. Care to explain?
Tell him, Rouge. Oh, that's your Blaze.
Tell him, Rouge. We're gonna need the help.
Blaze? Alright. I've been hunting for a treasure rumored to be stored here on the train.
Treasure? They certainly didn't tell me about the treasure in the interview.
Since I'm part business tycoon, part purveyor of fine collectibles, I knew I had to find it.
Tell him what it is, Rouge.
Alright, well, it's a Farberge Chaos Egg.
Chow egg. It's a chow egg.
Is this a chow egg?
Mm-hmm. It was like a fancy
Wow, that
version.
does sound extravagant. But please don't tell me you accepted Amy's birthday gift invite only to find that egg.
She did.
A woman can have multiple goals. I gave Amy her birthday present already, so everything's well taken care of.
Oh.
She wrote me in. Oh, that's your line.
She wrote me in on the hunt immediately.
Well, he wrote me into this.
Well, he wrote me into this. I stayed here while she searched on the train cars for clues. I deduced the chow egg is here in this train car, locked in a safe. Wait, so the treasure's real? It's actually here?
And what did you manage to find, Rouge? Oh, well, why don't you both take a look? I found the train's blueprints in the library car. with a safe code written right on it. The score of a lifetime. The train's blueprints? Please, Rogue, let us see that. Finders keepers, sweetheart.
There's a problem. We need your assistance.
What kind of problem? The elevator behind the security guard leads right to the room holding the
Chow. Just say the chow egg.
But we're not getting anywhere without the guard's access card. We need a plan to get that card to use the elevator, and our chance of success grows with everyone's help.
So you want us to help you steal the chow egg?
Blaze, you don't have a problem with this?
I see no issues here. Sounds like a fine business venture. Her lore card must be influencing her decisions here. Either that or breaking the rules must be refreshing for a princess.
Twitch Bay, do you have an opinion on this?
5-figure discount. Stealing is for squares. I don't know. Should we help him?
Yeah.
I mean, it's just an egg. Although we could get the train conductor in trouble.
I think it's all part of the thing. Just do stealing is for squares, though.
I mean, I just got hired on this job.
Yeah. So just do stealing is for squares.
I don't know what happens if I tell him no. I guess.
It'll be fine. I think the only square here is you, Microwave Master.
I must admit, that wasn't the coolest thing I've heard someone say. No, my cool, mysterious reputation, it's crumbling. Alright, I'm in. I'll help. Oh, so he just say yes anyway. Whatever.
Well, I suppose if both Blaze and Twitch Bay are in. Okay, let's get that chow egg. I keep seeing chaos.
Right.
That's the ticket. Happy to have you both on the team. Now, we must plan.
Oh boy, what have we gotten ourselves into?
Access to the chow egg room is behind a locked elevator door. The security guard has access card. Do we attack the guard, bribe the guard, distract the guard? You just show him your stuff, and then that's a good distraction, Rouge.
We're an employee, so we could distract the... We could just be like, yeah, they told me to guard this, or something.
Alright.
I
will go distract.
Let's go with distract.
Distract them. Perfect. We're all charming enough for that to work. Ooh, she blows a kiss.
Oh. That was actually a really nice thing to say.
Twitch Bay, is everything okay? I've never seen you smile like that.
Ooh. It's getting hot in here, sorry. Seems like they don't know how to take a compliment. If I'm gonna be in a casino, my poker face needs work.
Okay, who's distracting the security guard? I'll Rouge for sure. Of course, I'll distract them. Who could resist my feminine charms? I'm not sure how effective your charms will be on a chow.
Plus, your flight might prove useful. I'm not sure you being the distraction makes sense.
Oh, well, fair enough. Let's think it over again. Well, I'm gonna go with Blaze this time.
Yeah.
Think you could distract her? In my life, I've never let a single person down. I won't falter.
Great. Her voice is so stoic. I have chills.
Well, I trust her. Moving on. What's the distraction?